Hi, welcome to the SportsDesk Spotlight, where you get to check in online with all things in the South Bay sports scene, no matter where you're rooting from. This week, it's time for a little rivalry action. LA's a big city, so naturally there's plenty of space for crosstown headbutting. The Lakers and the Clippers cram into one arena, but they're not exactly high on the list of heated throwdowns, with the Lakers' 16 NBA championships and their current struggles to get an 8 seed in the playoffs. While the Clippers, well, they're still the Clippers until proven otherwise. Dodgers and Angels, even when the Angels consider themselves a Los Angeles team for a couple years at a time, those two only get to play in pointless interleague games, and it's not like the Dodgers have been to a World Series in a bit anyway. My point is, rivalries are one of the most entertaining parts of being a sports fan, and for the most part, the knock 'em down, drag 'em out, bloodthirsty ones within the city of Los Angeles are reserved for those hailing from Troy and those from Westwood. UCLA and USC, Tommy Trojan versus Joe Bruin, a basketball school taking on a football school. Last year, the Bruins were just getting over their Rick Neuheisel hangover, and this fall it was SC's turn with the end of the ugly Lane Kiffin experiment, ultimately ending in the Sons of Westwood taking back-to-back wins in the gridiron matchup for the first time in 15 years. Either way, with the game behind them now, it may be another year before the rivals face off on the gridiron again. Their impact on the local schools, though, well, along with that little bit of trash talking, is going to last year-round right here in the South Bay.
Funds raised at this year's Rotary UCLA-USC tailgate lunch will benefit the athletic departments of our 4 Torrance High School athletic departments and Redondo Union High School, and I think they're all represented here.
We're all rooting for our teams, but at the same time, you know, it's good to be here with the Trojan people and their greats and listen to their old football greats. Despite all of the fighting that we do all the time, it's nice to get together every once in a while.
It's great that we can all get together and we can all do something positive for a bunch of kids.
Each attendee had a chance to take home some very unique items.
Well, I have $400 for the SC helmet that J.K. McKay is going to personally sign and invite you over to dinner for 8 people.
As usual, the 2 universities could not complete the event without good-natured trash talk.
We have a motto at SC, it's fight on. We say it a lot. We say it so much that it annoys UCLA people, and that makes us say it more.
I just want to remind J.K. that when he was playing, I did look this up before coming here. The national ranking for the educational value of USC was a solid ranked 82nd. UCLA was a solid ranked 9th. So we can talk about education when you graduated versus the rest of the world. Just want to remind him, some of those things we have to talk about.
Want to hold my national championship ring?
Yeah.
Prior to the luncheon, I had the ability to request peace as an associate of both parties.
So how does it feel to have a new friend here?
Well, we're crosstown rivals, though, but, when it comes to a function like this, we're buddies. We're drinking buddies. So, but once it's kickoff and time begins, I don't even know this guy.
All right, let me see you guys handshakes.
Anybody else curious what his college life must have been like if a bear is his drinking buddy? Looks like a great time nonetheless, and of course the big news coming from the downtown faithful that might dull the sting of that loss just a little bit. The Trojans have found their man to lead them into the next era of USC football. And for the people of Torrance, it's even more special because he's one of our own. Steve Sarkisian, the West High alum and El Camino College standout, is coming home after 5 years coaching the University of Washington Huskies. Sark served as quarterbacks coach at SC and with the Oakland Raiders before his second term with the Trojans under Pete Carroll as assistant head coach. Little 6 degrees of football separation here. In 2007, Sark interviewed with the Oakland Raiders for their head coaching position, only to turn that gig down, making way for a guy named Lane Kiffin to lead the Silver and Black when he interviewed for the same job. And that ended well. Sarkisian stepped in as SC's coordinator in Kiffin's place, and now the Torrance native comes back once more as the successor to Lane Kiffin. So it all comes full circle for Sark. He's back in town 13 years after his first coaching job, which, wouldn't you know it, started as quarterbacks coach with your El Camino Warriors back in 2000. There you have it, everybody. Remember, you want to see the rest of the show, you can catch us every day at 4 p.m. and 9:30 on City Cable 3. Or for anybody checking in online, go to our Facebook page and YouTube where you'll see more of the Sports Desk.